This is SCB TV News, and these are the local headlines. McDonough police are trying to determine why the two teens who were found shot to death on Thanksgiving Day were in the neighborhood to begin with. A fatal hit and run leaves one man dead and police looking for a suspect. And a local McDonough businessman starts a business that helps people with special needs. These stories and more are coming up when we come back on SCB TV News.
Toyota's on is on at Jim Ellis Toyota of McDonough, home of the Jim Ellis Price Promise. And now is the best time to save on our entire new inventory, which includes lifetime oil changes and lifetime powertrain coverage. Plus, get certified pre-owned Toyotas from $12,991 and 0% APR financing available. Shop our store, online, or blend both to create your own custom shopping experience. Backed by the Jim Ellis Price Promise. Shop us today, Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
For SCB TV News, I'm Charles Hoard. McDonough police want to know why the two teens who were found shot to death on November 28th inside a vehicle on New Orleans Way were in the neighborhood to begin with. 18-year-old Savannah Fulmer and 19-year-old Demir Robinson don't live in the area. It's a question that may help the police identify who's responsible for their deaths. The McDonough Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division does not have a known suspect as of yet. They're asking for information from the public. The department says that anything would be helpful. At this point in the investigation, police say that they are not releasing any further details. Here's what we know at this point. The teens were found in a family member's car parked on New Orleans Way in the City Square neighborhood in McDonough. Police say that while at this point they don't have any exact timeline of the shooting, they do believe that it occurred sometime in the night of November the 27th. Fulmer was a senior at Eagles Landing High School and was a member of the softball team. She also played for the Gamers fast pitch team. If anyone has any information that may be helpful to the McDonough police, they are urged to please contact the McDonough Police Department. Well, Henry County Police are on the hunt for a driver who they say hit and killed a pedestrian on I-75 South near the Jodico Road exit on November 29th. The incident happened around 5 a.m. after 28-year-old Cedrin McEachin struck the right side guardrail and got out of his car. Another unknown vehicle struck McEachin and kept going. Henry County investigators are asking anyone that may have seen the accident or who has information about the accident to contact the Traffic Investigation Division. Well, 2005 was a big year for Jonathan Kendrick, a McDonough businessman, and his family. Jonathan and his wife, Melissa Kendrick, had welcomed their new baby boy into the world, and their business, Digital Technology Partners of Conyers, was off to a roaring start. But baby Elijah John was not doing so well. It had been a difficult pregnancy for Melissa Kendrick, and baby Eli was born with a heart defect and Down syndrome. The next year was spent with mom and dad being more of a nurse than a parent, feeding tubes, medications, and 2 heart surgeries for Eli. Eli has grown up with a number of issues, including sensory processing problems, sleep disorders, being nonverbal, and having behavioral issues. And then when he turned 8 years old, he was diagnosed with autism. However, Kendrick said that he is thankful for all of the resources that have helped Eli and his family cope and deal with the many struggles that his son has had to face. Kendrick, who lives in McDonough, said that his son and many others like him have numerous resources available to them until they age out of the public school system when they turn 21. But after 21, there's few programs available for the growing number of adults with special needs. So Kendrick came up with an idea to develop a new division for his company, Digital Technology Partners, which is a full-service computer company. The concept is simple, but the impact is great. The program will provide a recycling center for Kendrick's clients and for other businesses to properly dispose of unwanted electronics. Kendrick will employ adults with special needs to dismantle these electronics and prepare them for either scrap or for reuse. Kendrick said that he will call the new division Work for Eli. Work for Eli already employs 3 adults with special needs, with hopes of employing even more as the project grows. Kendrick says that more than 60% of e-waste ends up in landfills where toxic materials such as mercury and lead lead seep into the environment. Work for Eli's disposal process includes the proper separation of materials and their delivery to the appropriate refineries. Kendrick said that 100% of the parts handled by Work for Eli make it to the appropriate refineries and 0% end up in landfills. When we come back, a dog that was in a car when it was hijacked has been reunited with its owner, and a water line break cripples one of the largest hospitals in Atlanta. I'm Charles Hoard. Stick around. We'll be right back.